I never was like last minute like, hey, I'm leaving. Good luck. Like I never did that. Like, I was very like clear with what like the decision I had to make.
Brother Bang! Well, come on in. Nah, today was a fun day, right? Up against Loud, a lot of ups and downs, as I said before, bro. Just give me your quick overall high-level view on the game as you sit here right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not one of our finest matches. I think we made a lot of mistakes this match, and fortunately, I feel like overall we're just a better team, so we pulled through. And we had some hero rounds. We definitely still had some good like rounds where we played well as a team, but I think overall it was just not a clean match from us, honestly. But you know, it is what it is. Those matches happen, but we definitely at this point in the year, I feel like especially with how hard we worked in the offseason, I feel like we shouldn't be having as much of these kind of matches. But you know, it happens. It is what it is. No, I think it's just I don't know. I honestly think we can clean up a lot. It's not the best we've shown, and it's not the best we can show. So I think we'll be able to clean up for next time, definitely.
I think so too, right? Because it's just like there is a constant scaling factor with this team. I remember I talked about this a bit with Marshall last week too, and Jordan as well, right? Where it's just there's a lot here within this team. It was to be said. Now, to be fair, you know, it's Lotus was exciting, right? It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of just aim battles constantly, which I was like, okay, you know, we're just gonna run into it. But you know, Haven, I kind of proved where people like want to see more of, right? But to kind of dive into you a little bit though, is Ben, you've been labeled as like a young talent for like a while now, right? But you've been able to kind of slowly make your way through the scene, and now, you know, past a decent amount of teams, you know, land here today on Sen. What I wanted to understand from you is like, do you find the label still fits you? And where do you find you fit into the zeitgeist of controllers today?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not as young as I used to be in esports years. I don't think that's. I guess I'm still like one of the younger ones, but like, so I guess it's fine as being called a young talent.
Hmm?
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm definitely up there in years. I think like compared to like being compared to like younger
You're
people, like
21, bro. You're a child, man. It's
yeah,
okay, bro.
yeah. But no, I mean, I don't care about the title. It doesn't matter to me if people call me whatever they want. I'm just trying to like do my best and keep on like improving day to day. Honestly, I don't really think too much about anything else.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough, right? But then, and as we stand in terms of actual just like controller players that we see both in either NA or worldwide, right? Where do you find that where do you find that you stand and stack up, perhaps not in terms of level, but in terms of just like, you know, understanding of the role?
Yeah, I think especially in the Americas League, I think the controller players are actually very, very good.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of super talented controller players. But I do feel like I am one of them. But yeah, it is a lot of competition right now with these smokes players, and especially the ones that came from last year, like from tier 2 last year, like people like Vic and like Xander, like some of these new up and comers.
Mhm.
Definitely, like it's a lot of fun having this competition around and like having to kind of being compared to other controller players is a lot of fun,
Mhm.
and it just kind of keeps us competitive and keeps us on edge, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so too. Which, to be fair, right? It's like you've also made your way through the mother tier too, bro. So you understand, like, you know, when you're down there, you you play 1,000 games to get no recognition from it
Yeah.
until you finally make it back up, right? So it is tough. Now, one thing on a bit of lighter side, I would be remiss if I didn't ask this. I have special requests from many different people to ask about whether your hair routine. What are you doing with all that? What's going on with it, bro? Talk me through it. Maybe I can take some
Hair.
pointers off it. Yeah, the hair routine. What's up with it, bro?
I mean, I don't think I just blow dry my hair and then I use like a dry shampoo because I get greasy hair really easily. So I just like use like a dry shampoo, which kind of also acts as like a styling
Mhm.
like product.
Okay.
So I use that, blow dry my hair a little bit because if I don't, like I just get naturally have really greasy and like hair that's super flat and like that has no volume or anything like that.
Yeah, me too.
So just some blow drying, a little use of like the like a hairbrush, and that's really all I do. Nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you think a dry shampoo would probably help me, bro? What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think you could probably use a little bit. I think
Yeah.
I might fix some things up. I mean, I like it. I love your hair look. Looks great.
Thanks. You know what? That's probably the
Looking good.
first time anyone's ever said
Yeah.
that.
Complimented your hair. I like it. Looks
Hey,
great.
I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you, man. It's very kind of you, bro. Thank you, man. All right. On to continue lighter note. It's Josh is already talking shit, saying that you out here playing way too much Minecraft, brother. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
How much time are you spending in that game,
No,
and what are you building?
when did he say that?
just now on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I like to dabble in other games. Like, I just play other games for kind of like, like not just Minecraft. I play other games as well, but
Mhm,
I like to do it to like kind of because you don't want to just put your entire day into Valorant because you can get overworked and it could feel really stressful and like
mhm.
it could be annoying at times. And whenever there's times where I have free time and I don't want to just like overwork myself, I'll play other games like Minecraft. I mean, it is what it is. If they, I mean, I respect. I mean, Jordan has talked to me about like I've been flamed on a couple occasions already for playing Minecraft. I guess it's like child's game, but we're playing a child's game, aren't we? That's kind of Valorant's thing. No,
Valorant child game. You're not
I
wrong, bro.
think
Yeah.
that's a common insult for this game, though.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know what? It's because of the bright, fun colors, right? It's not like CS where the only palette is brown and green or whatever the fuck on whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter, man. All right, but you want so speaking of your child game, let's go ahead and actually lock into the actual child game a little bit. And on your end, right, where I'm more so on your performance and scaling factor, right? Now, considering that you've now been around just the actual scenes at tier one for about 3 or 4 years now, I believe, right? So it's like you feel like you finally like grown as well too, because you were locked into like one system of 100 Thieves for about 2 years or so, right? And now kind of going past it, what do you find you learned about yourself, especially moving to such a different environment on a team like Sentinels?
I feel like I've just learned a lot, like just about how like I don't know. I feel like one of the biggest things that I've improved on and just gotten better with is just getting along with people and like trying to understand people's point of views whenever they like look
Interesting.
at situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've worked with so many different people now in esports, so I feel like I feel like I'm quicker at picking up like what makes people or what irks people, what like tells people the way you use your like words because you can really easily like have one person from one place, one other person from another place, two different like environments, like
Hmm.
just all together, like if they come from different teams, different upbringings, all that kind of stuff, like it just using legit just speaking can like speaking the wrong words could just actually upset people, and it's a talent that I've gotten a lot better at, and like making sure that like people are all like happy and they're not like if I am giving some kind of criticism or if I am like saying that we fucked something up, like I'll say it in in a way that doesn't like affect people. I feel like that's something that I've learned a lot. Like it
Yeah.
affect people in a negative way.
Yeah, like in a much more constructive manner, right? Just to make sure
Yeah,
that you're
yeah,
presenting the information a lot better. So, because I know
yeah,
Cap has talked a lot about, like how you guys work on being like a no holds barred team, just so you don't hold and resentment inside you, right? Which
yeah.
I think is super positive. I do like that a lot too. But I think it's cool that you mentioned that because you've been around a lot of different teams and making your way through the scene for that many years, right? Where kind of which point did you recognize that this is something that you wanted to get better at, and was there perhaps a reason why or not?
I mean, it's just like get after like talking to people and like just getting into a lot of because all you do when you play when you're in a Valorant team is like
Sure.
a lot of your day is talking to your teammates and just trying to like talk about situations and how we could have played them better.
Hmm.
And that's legit. So much of your time you're doing that and like just thinking and like theorying about like what we could be doing, like how we could be using this comp like in a certain way or whatever. And all you do is just give ideas and think and contradict other people's ideas at times, right?
Hmm.
And during that, you just built up a habit. Hey, like if I'm doing this and I'm like trying to give my opinion and I don't want to like I want to make it sound as good as possible, and I also want to make it sound as like as easy for them to understand, and also like in a way that, like I said, isn't gonna make them upset or like make them feel like they are getting contradicted. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like these are just talents you build up. I mean, it's for every like piece of work or like job, right? I mean, it's not just specific to this team. It's legit every team I've ever been on. Like I've learned like to do this, and I think it's one thing I've gotten better at. Just being easier to work with in general. Which I
Okay.
don't think I ever was someone that was at all hard to work with, but I just feel like even gotten better at it.
Okay, which is huge. That's massive W. And I mean, I know players do like other people who are easy to work with, bro. So that's just that's nice. That's cool to hear. I like that a lot, bro. It's
Mhm.
on a lighter note once again. Look, also, what's going on with all these snake allegations, bro? It's just everyone says, yo, when you talk to Bang, ask him what's going on with him, and just slay at him. What's up with all that, man?
I'm not that guy, honestly. Like I was really close to my teammates on 100 Thieves when I before last year. I feel like this all started during the 100 Thieves thing, right?
Hmm.
When I left. What is it? Yeah, I was really close to all my teammates, so like it was like they just clowned on me. They knew I was going. They were all telling me, "Hey, you should do it. Like you should leave. Like it doesn't like
Yeah.
I would do it." kind of thing, right?
Mm.
So they all knew, and I made it very obvious what I was gonna do. So I never was like last minute like, hey, I'm leaving. Good luck. Like I
Yeah.
never did that. Like, I was very like clear with like the decision I had to make,
Mm.
and I made everyone aware of it. So yeah, they just decided to troll me on Twitter and like message me and just troll me and doing things about me being a snake. But it is what it is. It's fine. I don't care. It's funny to me, honestly. So,
Okay, all right. I want to make sure because I wasn't too sure about it because I remember Boosty even talking about it, being like, "Nah, yeah, he directly encouraged you to go out because he knew it would be a bigger, better opportunity for you too, right?" So it's like, yeah, that makes sense, right? W teammate, bro. So I I'm all for it. I like it, but I'm glad it's cleared up at least. So that's there, and now I also understand what the fuck it was, bro. Let's see, I was hella confused. Okay,
that's really
and
all I want.
yeah, and final thing that I had to is, do you ever think about the like pressure that kind of mounts on you going from two high profile teams, right? Especially now with the one that lands on a bigger fan base as well too, going from 100 Thieves now to Sen, and like what the kind of places you in terms of the eyes of the people.
No, I really don't think about that much. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's something that's like, all I do is I don't ever like think about these things about like pressure and fan expectations and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. And how do you stack up to the people that came before you? Like, I don't really think about that much. I just like try to stack up to. The only thing I ever compare or like I try to at least. The only person I ever try to compare myself to is myself.
Mhm.
Like just how I was the previous day.
That's right.
Can I be better today? Like how can I be better in a week from now? How can I like legit every a lot of like my hours, like my waking hours, I just use thinking about how can I be a better player for my team,
Mhm.
and how can I help? Like, how can I help us win? That's all I really think about, and a lot of that does not have to do with like fan expectations. Comparing yourself to other players. Like, it's all just, hey, what can I do? Like as an individual, what can I do? How can I help? That's as simple as that. I don't really think about
Yeah,
these other things.
that's dope, bro. I like that. Because I remember Valorant talks about the mentality a lot, right? Where it's like, if you are the same person you were a week ago or yesterday, you are failing yourself, right? There must be a constant need to strive to be a better person. I know I believe in that very heavily too. And I'm glad to see that it reflected in you as well, brother. But I was gonna say, that is my time, man. And I appreciate yours, bro. Yo, GG's, bang. I'll catch you soon, all right, bro. You take care, man.
Again, see ya.